Creating a simple worksheet such as a gap fill isn't actually so simple. Color coding, numbers. See, there you go. A word bank up at the top. They're having the time of their life going through all of the words. So in the first part of the lesson, Jennie taught vocabulary that we use to describe people.
So she is funny. She likes attention. Do you think she's doing a nice thing for him? Yeah. A good egg.
And then she did a fun game.
On the cards are the words we just looked at. Describe the word.
The person always worries.
You are very well. Just worried about your life.
So now she's doing some controlled practice. We need the students to be able to work with using the language.
There are 8 sentences, 8 words. Can you work with your partner? Put the right word in the right sentence. Okay. Good. 1 and 2.
She avoids giving the handouts to the students while instructing the activity, knowing that as soon as students get the handouts, they stop paying attention to what's going on.
You're welcome.
So one of the things that I want to point out about this worksheet is that it's a very good design in that she has it numbered from 1 to 8. It becomes a lot easier for both the teacher and the students when they want to take up the answers. Who can give me the answer to number 1? She's left enough space in the sentences for the students to be able to write their responses.
Be very optimistic. Yeah. Then the word will be changed.
We get the word from here and this.
Yeah. So don't be too quick. So people always when
And you can see from the quality of the sentences there that they need to actually read the whole thing to be able to work out what word it is, because there are hints and examples that Jennie's included in her worksheet. And you can really see that the students are working together, talking to each other, and that they do need help from each other in order to answer these questions.
people take the examination, they always just look at part of the sentence and then jump to the answer very quickly. And then they do some marks.
Correct. Chat box.
See, there you go. You can see she's got a word bank up at the top, and she uses different color coding. Now that's important as well.
Very good. And then can you try this one? Excellent. Well done. Lisa, can you try this one? Fuddy-duddy, positive or negative? Negative. Negative. Good. Well done. A bit over. Very good. Know it all, positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. So what do we add? A bit over. Very good.
Jennie's doing some great monitoring as always. She's walking around the students, behind them, checking out what they're doing, and she's available to answer all their questions.
So we can say negative, or we can say it for positive as well, right? So which one of these is positive? Good egg. Well done. So we can also say what a good egg.
Also, you see Jennie has a pen. She's circling and she's underlining specific content on the worksheet. That's incredibly important too, because students need some sort of a visual to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so this one is for positive or negative. Okay? Very good. Lisa, try
And the students, you can tell they're so engaged in activity like this. They're having, what looks like to be the time of their life, going through all of the words, working together, laughing. And it also goes to show that Jennie chose an excellent lexical set. By lexical set, I mean basically vocabulary list. One of the reasons it's clear to me that the students are unfamiliar with the language is how engaged and how interested they are right now. If they were already familiar with the words, they'd be able to complete the task a lot quicker, and it wouldn't produce as much conversation as what it is producing right now in the moment.
By connecting it again.
always come.
Bits of
Along with
Good. A bit of no with all. Very good. Well done. Can you try it?
So if you like someone,
Very
know
good.
it. I know it. How to say it.
Okay, let's get the answers. Thank you very much, Andy. Let's go Lewis, number 2. Yes. I said yes. Yes. There we go. Very good.
You can see that the word bank, that is in red, and then the answers to the questions are all in green. We need the important words to stand out.
Let's go Ling, number 3. Well done. A fuddy-duddy. Great. Ludovina, number 4.
Know it all.
Yes. Very good. Gina, number 5. Busybody. Very good.
The other thing you might notice is that Jennie is nominating students to answer questions. If she doesn't nominate, what will happen is the strongest student will continuously answer each question.
Number 6, Anadari.
Morning meeting.
Moaning Minnie. Very good. A bit of, well done, Pansy. A bit of a, very good. Moaning Minnie, positive or negative? Negative. What do we add before? Water. Good. But water, we can also add something positive after, right? Which of the words is positive? A good egg. Very good. So we can say,
Beep, beep, click, click, click. Different teachers have their ways of signaling something. So either signaling that the students have made an error or she's trying to get information from them.
Excellent. Well done, Shirley. So today, we learned these words, yeah? And we learned bit of a, such a, water.
You saw an example of a controlled practice activity, as well as feedback and a wrap-up. A couple of things that really stood out to me were Jennie's monitoring, okay? So the way that she was walking around the class, helping them, answering their questions. Also, creating a simple worksheet such as a gap fill isn't actually so simple. Color coding, numbers, having enough space between the sentences and the words up at the top. This is all really important because it makes something as easy as a gap fill more intuitive. A lot of the time, if we just dictate these things without any sort of visual representation, it goes in one ear and out the other.
It's like it's my first time to go to Canada.
So as a trainer, observing the reaction of the students and observing student involvement and student participation is just as important as observing the teacher. Everything that she did was really catered to those students and to what they needed.